Okay, go ahead.
Alright, here's my idea. So you see, there's, I think, Roxas, Demix, Sora, Axel, and Saix. And they walk onto this sort of platform overlooking this area, and there's this green sheen over the ground. It looks almost like ice or something like that. I think Axel's just sort of like, huh, this is interesting. Saix reaches out and holds his hand. Summons the claymore, holds it over, floats right through the green. It's a big fog. It's just a fog across the ground. And it's just, they wash it. You see Saix? It just hits off the ground. Doesn't sound that far. It just goes right through. And of course, Demix like, whoa, Saix! They listen. Saix, and they're just sitting up there listening, and they hear Saix, huh? It's interesting. Kind of boring though. Saix, are you all right? Sure. Wasn't much of a fall. Hear him, pick up the claymore. They just hear him walk away, a little bit for a moment, and then they hear a little farther, huh? It's like nothing here. And then all of a sudden, and they're listening, and all of a sudden, what? Wait a minute. No. What? Get away from me. Of course, Saix? Get away. You just hear him. It's like, Saix. Saix? No, get away from me. Get away. You hear the claymore, clanging into metal, playing against stuff. No, don't touch. Get away. And then, of course, they're all like, Saix. And all of a sudden, silence. You hear. They just, Saix jumps up and, crawls onto the ground, holding the claymore, just looking down. Oh God! It's just, Saix is like, what else? You just see him open up the jacket. He just pulls something out of his shirt. There's just this little glowing orb. No, get away! He cuts through it. It drops all these little orbs on the ground. It's like, you see Axel? Wow, these are kind of cool. It's like, don't touch them. Put it down now. Why? It just starts glowing and floats up. Wow, that's really. Big, sharp, pointy thing. And what happened? The moment Saix saw that floating up, you just see him, it's just, Axel's still like, you just see one little just flick of hair. Big, sharp, pointy thing. You see Roxas, like, grab his shoulder. Yeah, Axel, we know. Demix is like, Saix, are you alright? See Saix. Let's not go that way. See them. And sort of like, what the hell about? I don't know. They just walk out. Of course, several nights later. Let's see if I can get this right. This stuff may not work. But it's this whole thing about Saix has fallen asleep in the library. And he's just laying back on this thing, sort of like, no, go away. Not. He just jumps and wakes up. Demix is right there, and he's like, Saix, are you? Fine. Just fine. And you see Demix, Saix, should we get you the ice pack? No, I'll be fine. Just, Demix, yeah? Suggestion. Never eat sushi and jelly beans right before you go to bed. Okay. Why exactly? Because you will have a horror nightmare on acid. I think I'll go to bed. And you see him walk out and Dennis just sort of like, okay. And then several nights later, you see Zemnis, working on something, maybe typing something on the computer. And the bar's like, Zemnis, hey. Yeah? Will you come here for a moment? Go ahead, spit it out. Just don't get it on the carpet. Something's wrong with Saix, and everybody wants you to come check it out. Sees this. Save file. Exit out. Alright, what's going on? And you see them, yeah, come here. They walk to this area, and I guess it's like, I don't know, Saix's closet. Saix has a nest in this huge walk-in closet. So basically they come up.
This is the nest.
Y'all get into that in a moment. But you see, everybody's, crowded around, outside of, Saix's open up closet, and they're all like, just talking softly with each other. You just hear the serious tone. I mean, even Axel and Larksy aren't, joking or smiling or anything. It's like, Zen is like, oh, they all back out of the way. And basically, you see in the middle of the nest, like Saix like laying down like this, or something like that. And Saxon is like leaning over this way with like, his fingers touching against his forehead, his eyes closed. And then like, Zagar comes over and is like, Saxon? Oh. Yeah, Zennis is really weird. He's been doing this for like several nights. I think you need to see it. So Saxon takes Zennis' hand and, it's like, alright, show me what you need to. They kneel down, they both touch it, their eyes both close. And then they get sort of sucked into Zach's dream. And they basically, appear next to each other in what appears to be just a long corridor of these tall walls. They look up and there's a swirling green cloud in the sky or whatever over them. And it just, sort of sitting there, it's, really deathly silent. And then, Zennis is like, alright, what do you want to show me? He sees X and he should be coming by here in just a moment. And sure enough, and Saix runs past, like as fast as you can. You just see the horror in his face, this, and he just runs past. And you see Zennis. Come here. Wings pop up out of Saix's back, and Zennis is like, you are one of many talents. I can do anything here. And they just basically fly up. But what they're looking down on is this huge sort of circular maze. And they're just up there, and then they watch, Saix just, speed through and, stop at dead ends, look around, turn back, and just keeps going. And you basically just see, and just, keeps running. It's just horror, and you see him getting faster and faster and all stuff. And finally, he makes it to the middle of the maze, and he stops. And it's the circular. He looks, and it's just this weird, like rusted blade, and just, yeah. It's this, crappy-looking rusted blade, but it's not quite as long as Sephiroth's, but sort of, a really long katana or something like that, and all rusted and nasty looking.
Hey, sorry.